All right, we're recording. Okay, I'll start. So my name is Tioshi Chikawa. It's a Japanese name, but everyone calls me Tosh. I guess it's because it's easy to pronounce. Father's Japanese, mother's Iranian. And I'm currently living in Berlin, or I've been living here for the last 3 years. I was born in Japan, Tokyo, and then after about 2 years, so when I was about 2 years old, I moved to Australia, where I spent most of my life. After that, I spent some time in France, did my education there, my university there. Yeah, so I've traveled around a lot during my life as well. Close to about 100 countries now. So in Australia, my university degree was finance and law, so I ended up becoming a lawyer for about 4 to 5 years. But I knew that I wanted to do something else, so I decided to move to Berlin. Basically, every 3 years, I tend to take myself out of my comfort zone and try something completely different. But I don't often know what I want to do until I go to a different place. So Berlin was the most recent one, I guess. And since I moved here, I've been working as the community manager for a co-working space and working 3 days a week. So a very different lifestyle to what I used to do in Sydney. Leaving the comfort zone was something that a lot of people sort of, talked to me about, and they were saying how, you get used to a certain salary, a certain lifestyle, and that's all true. You really do get comfortable, and you have a life based on how much you earn, I guess. But I knew from previous trips before I became, like a full-time proper lawyer, that I was able to live on very little money. So that's when I was traveling around the world on almost $5 to $6 a day. So I knew I could do it, and I knew that someone who, how do I put this? I think the way to live is to have money, but to live a modest life. I think is it's a nice way to live. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have to spend it. And at the end of the day, you don't really need money for many of the things that make one happy. I like to create things, so I generally try and spend my time, doing things that make me happy, which is an obvious one, but also challenges me. So in the last, say, 3 to 4 months, I've decided that I wanted to try out. I wanted to investigate the art of storytelling a lot more. So, whatever that means, it's a very vague and ambiguous term, but I think, people can be taught how to tell stories better, how to deliver information better. And at the moment, I am working with, small companies and startups and trying to make them do that. But, the end goal is to potentially write for film or to be involved in film in some way. But right now, it's an interesting field. The more I read about it, the more I get interested. So it's something I want to investigate. Most important thing for me right now would be to find to be able to combine something I love and make it into work. I know what I want to do is film at the end of the day, but the journey there isn't very clear, and it seems very, it's just not very clear, and there are a lot of obstacles and people you need to go through and this and that. What I want to do is obviously leave a mark, some sort of mark on earth, whatever that may be, and if that mark can help someone, that's even better. And a part of that means probably having a family, because your own son or daughter is a mark on earth, I guess. But probably beyond that as well, I would like to create some sort of work, some sort of artistic work that will be appreciated after I'm dead. I think helping other people is something that we should all do. If you are able to help someone, then do it. Kindness, is free, should be free. Dancho and I met through a mutual friend in Sofia called Risto. And Risto was telling me about this amazing hairdresser, this barber guy that just was phenomenal. And even though I didn't necessarily need a haircut, the day before I was leaving, I decided, why not? I'll have a haircut, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've made. And since then we've kept in touch, and I've been asking him every month actually when he's coming to Berlin, just to see if we can meet up and hang out and get a haircut.